lama wada noqdo hoggaan lama wada sinne halyay lama wada noqdo hoggaan lama wada sinne nadiifa lagu helitaa nadiifa lagu helitaa halyay lama wada noqdo hoggaan lama wada sinne halyay lama wada noqdo hoggaan lama wada sinne nadiifa lagu helitaa nadiifa lagu helitaa horseed buu nabad u yahay bulshada wuu heliyaa dalkana wuu hagarbaxaa horseed buu nabad u yahay bulshada wuu heliyaa dalkana wuu hagarbaxaa
Inspector Alfred Jama, basi nyuma yao nafasi ya ile NYS inaongozwa na Corporal Machino.
This day is indeed worthy of the significance accorded to it in our Constitution, as it reminds us of that great day, 1st June 1963, when our country attained self-rule, which led to full independence few months thereafter. I wish to take this opportunity to thank you all for turning in large numbers to commemorate this day, in this important day in the history of our country. Ladies and gentlemen, a day such as this provides an opportunity for all of us to renew our faith in our nationhood and to express our unwavering commitment to being good citizens of this great country. This day also enables those of us in leadership positions to discuss our development record, particularly at a time like this, when we are required to go back to our people for fresh mandates. Fellow Garissans, it was slightly over 4 years ago when I stood in front of you in this particular ground, on this particular ground, as your first governor under the dawn of devolution, with a commitment to serve the people of Garissa to the best of my capacity and capabilities. This being the last official public function before the August 2017 elections, I would like to use the opportunity granted to me by this day to remind ourselves of the many developmental achievements realized by my government despite a myriad of challenges. Upon assuming office in 2013, we had put together from the onset a county integrated development plan which identified the immediate as well as the short and long-term development requirements of the county. With the assistance of such a comprehensive implementation blueprint, I would like to state without fear of contradiction that we have realized a lot, and our scorecard is indeed one that speaks for itself. The projects and programs undertaken by the government covered all sectors of the economy and have been rolled out to literally all parts of the county. On healthcare, for instance, my government undertook huge investments in the sector with the ultimate objective of ensuring a healthy Garissa citizenry. Some of the key investments and activities undertaken in this regard included the establishment of appropriate healthcare infrastructure in the remotest parts of the county. We have done over 60 dispensaries, wards and maternities in almost all parts of the country. The government has also employed, during the period, more than 700 specialist health workers, including doctors and nurses, with the aim of ensuring smooth and uninterrupted service delivery in all the hospitals and health facilities of the county. With the huge investments made by the county government, the health sector rightfully posted memorable achievements, including successful first ever C-section operations in 2016, both in Balambala and Modogash. These achievements were simply historic and marked a new beginning for the people of these two towns who have never witnessed such developments even after 52 years of our country's independence. That indeed is the promise of devolution, as the residents of Balambala and Modogash can today access such quality services closer to them. On roads, the managing and rehabilitation of our badly damaged roads was a priority commitment that we established for ourselves, particularly as it related to opening up the roads that serve the interior and rural parts of the country. Hence, the biggest portion of the budgeted development expenditure over the last 4 years went to this sector, as many roads were revamped to all-weather status. Ladies and gentlemen, as an example, for those of you who know, Buluko, the sub-county of Buluko used to be impassable and unreachable during rains. With the development of the Quran Hindi Laga, Buluko now is easily accessible and indeed has been served very well by that particular Laga and the road leading to the same. In terms of urban development, my government during the period established as a strong foundation for tackling the waste management challenges of our urban centers, as well as reorienting the people of the imperatives of environmental protection and conservation. Similarly, the Directorate of Urban Services established a full-fledged firefighting unit, including the proper equipping of the same and training of its manpower. Also, given the importance of public participation, the Directorate constructed 6 modern community halls in all the main towns of the county. Garissa County is probably the only town in Kenya, other than Nairobi, which can boast of modern fleet of garbage collection vehicles. The education sector, being another key sector, also received its fair share of attention from the government. Devolution has indeed brought about a paradigm shift in the ECDE sector, given the huge infrastructural support that was realized with the construction of 130 ECDE fully equipped classrooms in all wards of the county. Similarly, over 300 ECDE teachers were employed to support the growing enrollments in all parts of the country. In a further support to the sector, the county government during the period introduced a scholarship program which has helped many bright students of Garissa County to undertake courses in specialized fields such as engineering, medicine, architectural and actuarial sciences, besides technical training courses or TVET activities. Similarly, many students benefited from a bursary fund introduced by the county government to support needy students pursuing secondary education. Many other educational support activities were also undertaken by the county government during the period, including the construction of dining halls and dormitories for a number of primary and secondary schools. Also, a number of girls' schools benefited from buses bought for them by the county government. On youth employment, my government has remained fully conscious of the enormous challenges that we face regarding youth employment. That's why we initiated youth employment creating opportunities through initiatives such as Ugatuzi Nakazi, which has so far employed more than 1,500 mothers and youth to work in the different parts of the country. On sports and youth development, the county sponsored a myriad of youth sporting activities such as football and volleyball tournaments and games, both within as well as outside the county. Other important developmental activities undertaken by the county government include establishment of 31 floodlights countywide, fencing of all main graveyards within the county, construction of a children protection center in Garissa Township. Fellow Garissans, the provision of water has been given a major attention by my government, particularly as it relates to providing for the rural towns and settlements of the county. The various water activities undertaken by the county government include the digging and equipping of 15 new boreholes in different parts of the county, the rehabilitation of 20 boreholes, including the supply of new engines, pumps, and pipes, the piping and extension of water services to more than 15 towns in the county. These include big towns such as Masalani, Modogash, and Balambala. Excavation of 40 water pans. I also wish to take this opportunity to confirm that a number of other key water projects are currently ongoing in the county, and the same will be rolled out in the very near future. These include projects such as the Masalani Water Treatment Project, which is nearing completion and is planned to be commissioned soon. Fellow Garissans, our developmental achievements are real and they stand out clearly as great value to our people. However, the noises of opposition politics will always attempt to be as loud as possible, even when the facts are hard. Yet the best judge in such matters are our people themselves, and I have no doubt that the truth shall prevail. Nevertheless, it is known to many Garissans that the forces of negativity in the county did all that was within their capacity to interfere with the smooth operations of the county business through a myriad of fictina activities, such as unwarranted court injunctions against various development initiatives planned and/or undertaken by the county. A good example in this regard is the court case brought against the planned construction of Souk Mugdi. There is a main market which is still not concluded. We had planned to construct and indeed develop the market for the benefit of the people of Garissa. But some goons who were hired have put an injunction and we're still fighting with that particular case. We will hopefully win that case very soon so that we can construct and benefit the people of Garissa from the market. Now I want to say in this junction that those people who are against the development of this town and of this county because of politics will be defeated. Brothers and sisters, our holistic approach to development has also enabled us to deal effectively with many other critical issues with the rightful mindset that it deserved. For instance, regarding the initial formation of the county government, we came into office with a promise to begin a new positive journey in our county. In making that journey, there were certain values which we have given our best attempt to defend all times. These included justice for all and commitment to law and order, particularly in terms of recruitment. Filling the various job categories was by all means not a mean exercise, particularly in getting the building blocks of clan-related factors into proper shape. Of course, that was alongside the constitutional requirements of education, experience, diversity, gender, as well as special needs, were all daunting tasks. However, we are contented that we have put into place a government of justice, a government where almost all the different communities of Garissa County are accommodated and where all Garissans feel at home. By all means, we have built a well-balanced government where even many who were previously marginalized from government jobs now feel accommodated and part of the system. I also feel honored that we have stood for a gender-sensitive leadership such that our women lords and persons with disabilities have taken their proper positions in this government. On another related aspect, my administration has clearly become known as one that is welcoming and accommodating for all Garissans. We have from the onset affirmed Garissa as a cosmopolitan county and appreciated the clan dynamics of the people of the county. Hence the need to give full protection and comfort to all communities and clans that Garissa is indeed for all and that all persons have the right of peaceful stay and existence in this county irrespective of their religious and or clan affiliations. That has been our motto and will remain our motto. To this end, we have advocated vigorously against notions that brand some sections of the county population as corner tribes, as this terminology is indeed tantamount or equal to outright discrimination. There's nothing called corner. Hii maneno ya kusema huyu ni corner tribe na huyu ni mwingine atije ni mtu mkubwa, we don't allow that in Garissa. That's why nimesema hapo zamani hiyo maneno ni marufuku. Our position in that respect, of course, contrasts sharply with a number of other politicians who many times claim superiority, that Garissa is for a certain group of people and not for all. We are against that and we are saying Garissa ni ya watu wote. Na kila mwana Garissa ana haki hapa. Fellow Garissans, it's also not a secret that my administration has brought a great sense of sanity to the land grabbing sprees by cartels that used to be the order of the day in the county, and the many fights and feuds between the people that used to be associated with plot allocations, particularly in Garissa town, has not occurred in the last 4 years. We're saying that without any fear of contradiction. Tumeleta amani kuhusu mambo ya maploti. Tumesema kwamba hapa Garissa watu hawatauana tena kwa mambo ya kukosana kwa ploti. In the last 4 years, kama mnavyojua, hakuna mgorogoro yote ambayo ilitokea on the matter of plot allocations, wala hakuna watu waliouana kwa ajili ya kupigana kwa plot. Hiyo ndio maneno ya ugatuzi na usalama ambayo yameletwa na ugatuzi hapa Garissa. Ladies and gentlemen, it is unfortunate that the long rains expected during the period of April-May seem to have failed, and many parts of the county are still going through prolonged serious drought circumstances not witnessed for many years. As a county government, we are doing everything within our capacity to mitigate the negative effects of this natural calamity on our people by tracking water to the affected parts and also by giving out food to as many villages as possible. However, I wish to take this opportunity to call on the national government to undertake quick interventions to complement our efforts in this regard. Fellow Garissans, as we pursue our development aspirations, we must remember that no meaningful development can be achieved in an environment of insecurity. In this regard, I vehemently condemn the terrorist attacks in Liboye division of the Dab sub-county last month and also last night in Fafi by the notorious Al-Shabaab group. I take this opportunity once again to pass my sincerest condolences to all the families who lost their loved ones. Meanwhile, I also take this opportunity to remind our people of the need to remain vigilant at all times and to work with the security officials at all times. As I conclude my speech, ladies and gentlemen, it is worth reminding ourselves that the men and women who struggled for our freedom had a dream of a country in which all Kenyans lived in peace and harmony. Nothing gives me, as the governor of Garissa County, greater happiness than to see the residents of this county, notwithstanding their diversity, working proudly and peacefully without fear and without any form of intimidation. In this regard, I hasten to make a solemn appeal to all, particularly to fellow leaders who are seeking elective positions, to preach peace and to focus on issues that will bring our people together. We need to understand that politics is a short-term phenomena that comes and goes. Hence, we should avoid creating enmity amongst the masses for a matter of a temporary nature. Winning or losing an elective position is a matter ordained by God and should not be a matter of life and death. We should be civil. We should be civil in our campaigns. Tuwe wastaarabu. The word civil means we need to be tuwe wastaarabu. Tunapochapa campaign, tunapotembea baina ya watu, tuwe wastaarabu. And we should not at any one time try and interfere with the peace and tranquility of this county and of this country for that matter. We should be mindful of our utterances, and we should preach peace and harmony as we meet and address the electorate. God bless you all. God bless our country. God bless Garissa County.